Imagine a world without the gentle hum of bees. It's not just the honey we'd miss. Bees are the unsung heroes of our planet. They're small, but mighty. These insects play a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystems. Bees have been around for millions of years. They've evolved alongside flowering plants. This coevolution has made them essential to plant reproduction. Without bees, many plants would struggle to survive, and that's just the beginning of the problem. Bees are more than just honey makers. They're pollinators, seed spreaders, and ecosystem engineers. Their work affects everything from the food on our plates to the air we breathe. It's not an exaggeration to say that bees help keep our world alive, but bees are in trouble. Their numbers are declining worldwide. Pesticides, habitat loss, and climate change are major threats. If bees disappear, the consequences would be far-reaching and severe. It's a scenario that should concern us all. Pollination is like nature's dating service for plants, and bees, they're the ultimate matchmakers. When a bee visits a flower, it's not just sipping nectar, it's also picking up pollen. This pollen then hitches a ride to the next flower. This process is crucial for plant reproduction. It allows plants to mix their genetic material. This mixing leads to stronger, more diverse plant populations. Without it, many plants would struggle to produce seeds or fruits. Some might even go extinct. Bees are especially good at pollination. Their fuzzy bodies are perfect for collecting pollen. They're also loyal to specific plant species. This makes them more efficient than other pollinators. Wind can spread pollen too, but it's not nearly as effective. It's estimated that bees pollinate about 75% of global crops. This includes fruits, vegetables, nuts, and oilseed crops. They also pollinate crops used for animal feed. So even the meat and dairy industries rely on bees indirectly. The scope of their impact is truly staggering. Section 5. Ecosystems in disarray. Ecosystems are complex webs of relationships. Bees play a crucial role in many of these webs. Their disappearance would send shockwaves through entire ecosystems. The effects would be felt far beyond the plant world.
Animals that feed on bee-pollinated plants would struggle. This includes many species of birds, mammals, and insects. As these populations decline, their predators would also suffer. The entire food chain would be disrupted. This could lead to a collapse of biodiversity in many areas.
Soil health would also be impacted. Many soil organisms rely on plant matter for food. With fewer plants, soil ecosystems would change. This could affect nutrient cycling and water retention. It could make environments more prone to erosion and less fertile. Even water systems would feel the effects. Plants play a crucial role in water filtration and erosion control. With fewer plants, water quality could decline. Erosion could increase, leading to more frequent flooding. The loss of bees could literally reshape our landscapes. Section 6. Economic stings, the financial fallout. The disappearance of bees would have enormous economic consequences. The value of bee pollination to agriculture is estimated at $15 billion annually in the United States alone. Globally, this figure rises to hundreds of billions of dollars.
Many industries would be directly impacted. Fruit and vegetable growers would see yields plummet. The almond industry, which relies almost entirely on bee pollination, could collapse. Even cotton production would suffer, affecting the textile industry. The ripple effects would spread far beyond agriculture. Food processing companies would struggle with supply shortages. Restaurants would have to change their menus. Supermarkets would have bare shelves where fruit and vegetables once were. The entire food industry would need to restructure. Job losses would be significant. Farmers, food processors, and retailers would all be affected. The honey industry would disappear entirely. Even industries not directly related to food would feel the impact. The economic upheaval would be global in scale.
Section 7. Beyond honey. Other bee products at risk. While honey is the most well-known bee product, it's far from the only one. Bees produce a variety of substances that we use. All of these would be lost if bees disappeared. This would impact multiple industries and aspects of our lives. Beeswax is used in many products. It's found in cosmetics, candles, and even some foods. It's also used in industrial applications. Without bees, we'd need to find alternatives. This could lead to changes in product formulations and manufacturing processes. Propolis, another bee product, has medicinal properties. It's used in some natural remedies and health supplements. Royal jelly, produced to feed queen bees, is also used in health products. The loss of these substances would impact the natural health industry. Even bee venom has its uses. It's being studied for potential medical applications. Some people use it as an alternative treatment for conditions like arthritis. While not as widely used as honey or beeswax, its loss would still be felt. Section 8. The human health connection. The disappearance of bees would have direct impacts on human health. Many of the crops that bees pollinate are crucial for a balanced diet. Fruits and vegetables provide essential vitamins and minerals. Without them, nutritional deficiencies could become more common.
Certain nutrients would become particularly scarce. Vitamin C, for example, is found in many bee-pollinated fruits. Antioxidants, which help prevent cellular damage, are abundant in berries. These foods would become rare without bees.
The loss of plant diversity would also impact traditional medicine. Many medicinal plants rely on bee pollination. This could limit our ability to develop new drugs. It could also make some existing natural remedies harder to produce. Mental health could also be affected. Studies have shown that access to green spaces improves mental well-being. With less plant diversity, these spaces would become less vibrant. The psychological benefits of nature could be diminished. Section 9. Alternatives to bee pollination. A losing battle. As bee populations decline, scientists are exploring alternatives. But replacing bees is no easy task. Mechanical pollination is one option. Researchers are developing tiny drones to mimic bee behavior. But these are expensive and less efficient than real bees. Hand pollination is another possibility. It's already used in some places where bee populations have collapsed, but it's labor-intensive and costly. It's not a practical solution for large-scale agriculture. Other insects can pollinate too. Flies, beetles, and moths all play a role in pollination, but they're not as efficient as bees. They don't visit as many flowers or carry as much pollen. Relying on them alone would still lead to reduced crop yields. Some plants can self-pollinate or use wind pollination, but many of our most nutritious and tasty crops need bees. No alternative can fully replace the role that bees play in our ecosystems and food systems. Section 10. The domino effect on other species. The loss of bees would set off a chain reaction affecting countless other species. Many animals rely on bee-pollinated plants for food. As these plants become scarce, herbivore populations would decline. This in turn would impact carnivores higher up the food chain.
Birds would be particularly hard hit. Many species feed on insects that rely on flowering plants. Others eat the fruits and seeds of bee-pollinated plants. With less food available, bird populations could plummet.
Insects that compete with bees would also be affected. Some might benefit initially from less competition, but as plant diversity decreased, many would struggle. The entire insect world would be reshaped. Even soil organisms would feel the impact. With fewer plants, there would be less organic matter in the soil. This would affect the entire soil ecosystem. From bacteria to earthworms, countless tiny organisms would suffer. Section 11. A call to action saving our buzzing friends. The potential disappearance of bees is not just a possibility, it's a looming threat. But it's not too late to act. We can all play a role in protecting these vital insects. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference.
One simple step is to plant bee-friendly flowers. Native plants are best. They provide the nectar and pollen that local bee species need. Even a small garden or a few pots on a balcony can help. Creating bee habitats in urban areas is crucial.
Reducing pesticide use is another important step. Many common pesticides are harmful to bees. Opting for organic gardening methods can help protect bee populations. If you must use pesticides, choose bee-friendly options and apply them carefully.
Supporting local beekeepers is also beneficial. Buying local honey helps maintain healthy bee populations. You can also consider becoming a beekeeper yourself. Urban beekeeping is becoming increasingly popular.